So I'm seated here at the machine preacher curl, and I'm going to give a tutorial of actually how to put on the blood flow restriction bands and use them for an exercise. So we're training the arms today, and where you want to place the band is kind of on the upper arm, right where the delt meets the bicep and the tricep. So I always start with the bands loose, and I'll pull in maybe about half tightness just to kind of save you some work on the back end. Slide it up here, and I always place the buckle on the back half of the tricep right here, and you want to have the strap positioned so that you're pulling when you adjust, you're pulling it towards your body. And specifically the positioning on the arm, you want to have it at a very slight angle, actually upwards, with the intent here to basically wrap around the smallest parts of the bicep and the smallest parts of the tricep to get the best blood flow restriction. So what I'll do is, once you're placed there, kind of just pull it to a certain tightness, and then I'll loosen just ever so slightly, adjust to bring that buckle on the way back. Now the reason I do that is you don't really want the buckle laying over the biceps vein. To a certain extent it kind of defeats the purpose. So once the bicep is set, the band is set on the arm, you pull it to a perceived tightness of about 5 out of 10. Now the thing with these blood flow restriction bands is that there's a certain experience factor involved with it. So don't expect to nail it out of the park the first time through, even the second or third time through. Eventually you'll do this enough where you learn what the feeling is, or what it should feel like to have the arm properly occluded. But I generally go for a 5 out of 10 perceived tightness, and I expect to make a small minor adjustment after the first set. And there's a few things that you want to look for. Particularly, you can see that my veins are already starting to pop a little bit and the tissue is going red. That's good. That means there's blood coming into the muscle and it's being restricted on the outflow. If you pull too tightly, what'll end up happening is you won't be able to get a pump at all, and the skin will be very white, and you'll basically have no feeling in the arm. So I've got the left arm here set, 5 out of 10 tightness. I'm going to set the right arm now. As you can see, same procedure. I'm wiggling the buckle to the back of the arm, I adjust, and then pull it back, trying to keep it off the bicep vein. That looks pretty good. Nearly solid, 5 out of 10 tightness. And you can already see that my arm is starting to get real veiny. That's a good sign. So after they're set, then we jump into a very specific training protocol. Typically we do either 4 or 5 consecutive sets, reps of 30, followed by, the first set would be 30 reps, followed by 15 seconds rest, 15 to 30 seconds rest, followed by 15 reps, 30 seconds rest, 15 reps, 30 seconds rest, 15 reps, 30 seconds rest. And the intent behind this training design, the reps and the sets, it's actually, you're going for a cumulative effect. So don't think of them as discrete sets. Think of all of them kind of playing part of a bigger picture. You're trying to pool the muscle with blood and get a big, massive pump.